Alleluia, he is risen. The Lord is risen indeed. Alleluia. It's Easter morning, that day that we wait for all throughout Lent. But today I want to talk to you a little bit about Mary Magdalene, one of the witnesses to Jesus' resurrection that I think is important for us to connect to in this strange time in which we live. I think she fits well. Here's a quote about her. "A wonder that in such sore distress she was even able to weep. She stood there because she loves. She wept because she mourned." Mary Magdalene was one of Jesus' disciples, the one who discovered that empty tomb that Easter morning. The Gospel of John is a portrait of a moment in time, in a space made holy by what happens there. And Mary stands in for you and I in this holy place. She is a follower of Jesus we know very little about, actually so little that people made things up about her. Pope Gregory I, notably in the 5th century, conflated her with other Marys in the Bible and with the unnamed sinful woman in Luke who anoints Jesus' feet. Also in the 5th century, another person, Meister Eckhart, a monk, was writing about Mary at the same time. And he's the one who said, "She stood there because she loves. She wept because she mourned." For me, I find it quite natural to align myself with the disciple Mary Magdalene, although I rarely end up aligning myself with the apostles. They seem like such world changers. Think about Peter, who leads the church through tumultuous times, or Paul, who plants churches everywhere, and they're both under constant scrutiny by the powerful Romans their whole career. But Mary Magdalene, mentioned only once and twice by John, is a historical person I can get behind. I've told you all during Lent several times that John's gospel is written for a purpose, to give us each the inspiration we need to bring others to the light, to the knowledge, and the life-changing commitment that Jesus is the Son of God. The beginning of the Gospel of John is so memorable. I think you might know it. "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things came into being through him, and without him, not one thing came into being. What has come into being in him was life, and the life was the light of all people. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not overcome it." And that gospel goes on to document Jesus' life and ministry, his disciples, his arrest, death, and crucifixion, and then his resurrection. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not overcome it. That's Mary Magdalene's story to me. The light of God is the point, and it is in individual lives that the light is lived out and spread and offered to people in hard times and in good times. Easter morning, while it was still dark, the gospel says, that's not a coincidence. Mary journeys to the tomb in the midst of a lovely garden. She finds the stone rolled away and runs to the disciples as fast as she can, who run up and follow her to see, to verify her facts, and then run out of the tomb. Mary cries. "They have taken away my Lord." And then Jesus is there, right beside her, and she thinks he is the gardener. He speaks to her, but she doesn't pay attention. "If you have taken him, tell me where, and I'll go get him." This is the moment Meister Eckhart describes, a wonder that in such sore distress She was even able to weep. She stood there because she loves. She wept because she mourned. And in her mourning, Jesus speaks, Mary. And she whispers, Rabboni, my teacher. That's it. No pronouncements from Jesus, just an acknowledgement of her distress. A tender word from one who knows her well. And Mary's response, as she tells others, I have seen the Lord. In these odd days that you and I are living in of the coronavirus pandemic, where you and I are busy being still, away from people, and yearning for things to be as they were. I wonder if you and I can draw strength this year from Mary Magdalene. She loved. She mourned. We love. We mourn for what we have lost. But what we have lost, my friends, is not that which lasts. What has come into being in him, in Jesus, was life. And the life was the light of all people. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not overcome it. We are not overcome, my friends. The light is real, and it is for you. Happy Easter. Amen.